Hello and welcome back to Utica TV Overtime, where each week we will be keeping you up to date with everything that's going on with your Utica Pioneers. I'm your host, Andres Jaime Mendez.
And I'm James Brown. Let's get right into the action from the past week.
The women's hockey team skated off the rink, finishing out the quarterfinals on Wednesday against Lebanon Valley College. Let's take a look at the highlights.
In the first period, senior Erica Sloan led the team with a whopping goal into Lebanon's net, putting Utica in the lead. Not even a minute into the second period, Maggie threw a short-handed shot by Carolyn Whitney, assisted by Carolyn Whitney. The second period was not over and Utica was not done. Junior Carly Stefanini shot another puck into the Flying Dutchman's net. The score now stood 3-0 Utica. The third and final period, Utica secured the win by a score of 5 before the buzzer made by Maggie Rylott and again assisted by Carolyn Whitney. This dynamic duo closed out the game for the women's hockey team, a shutout of 4-0 against Lebanon Valley College.
This win pushes Utica into the UCHC semifinals. Stay tuned to find out who and where the Pioneers will be playing. Congratulations, team.
The men's hockey team took on Arcadia this last Wednesday for a spot in the UCHC semifinals. Let's take a look at the recap and see how they fared.
First period saw the Pioneers put in 18 recorded shots on goal, with Remy Parker taking the first goal of the game, making that his 22nd of the season. Both teams kept the score close running into the second, but Arcadia picked it up a notch after scoring a goal just 18 seconds into the period, giving Arcadia the lead 2-0. Didn't take long for the Pioneers to catch up, though, as they scored 3 consecutive shots just minutes after Arcadia scored, taking the lead 4-2. Arcadia wasn't able to regain their stride, and the Pioneers even snagged an extra point in the third, making the final score 5-2.
Congratulations, boys, on making it through to the quarterfinals. On Friday evening, the Utica University men's basketball team went up against the St. John Fisher Cardinals during the Empire 8 semifinals. Let's see how the game played out.
The Pioneers came out of the gates with good rhythm as Darius Hopkins kicked things off with a 10-foot jumper, followed by a three-pointer and layup by Avery Costin for an early 7-2 edge. Justice Brantley and Thomas Morial closed out the half strong for Utica, ending the first half of the game in a 37-37 tie between the Pioneers and the Cardinals. Utica then managed to take the lead during the second half with a score of 50-40. Following free throws by Brantley and a nice turnaround shot by Dayon Thompson, Fisher responded with a triple to take its first lead of the half at 60-59. The score remained deadlocked at 60 for nearly 2 minutes until Fisher buried a three with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, giving them a 3-point advantage over Utica. With the shot clock nearing zero, Hopkins sent up a prayer from well beyond the arc that found its way through the bottom of the net, tying things back up at 63. The Cardinals collected an offensive rebound, setting them up to score a three-pointer, and the Pioneers could not recover as Fisher drained their free throws down the stretch, coming out with the win over Utica. The final score, 70-65. We had a big weekend of playoff hockey for both the men's and women's hockey team. The ladies hosted the third-seeded Manhattanville Knights this past Saturday with an opportunity to play in the UCHC championship game at stake.
The Pioneers came out of the gates ripping the puck as they had 23 shots on goal in the first 20 minutes of play. This led to Georgiana Santullo, Carly Stefanini, Abby Lillis, and Cordy Stanichevsky all finding the back of the net in the first period. After a quiet second period, the Pioneers held a commanding 4-1 lead heading into the third and final period of play. Just 26 seconds in, Carly Stefanini would go to get her second goal of the game and extend the lead to 4. Later on in the period, goals from Carolyn Whitney and Erica Sloan would put this game away and send the Pioneers to their first conference championship in program history. Utica is set to take a trip up north to Rochester on Saturday, where they will face off against the number 1 seeded Nazareth Golden Flyers. If the ladies can come away with the W, they will pretty much punch their ticket into the NCAA Division III National Tournament.
The Utica University men's hockey team faced off at home this past Saturday in the semifinal round of the UCHC tournament. The Pioneers hosted for a second time in consecutive years the Valiants of Manhattanville College in this playoff game. Pioneers are also looking to bounce back after an uncharacteristic performance against Arcadia in the quarterfinal game.
The Pioneers came out hot in the first period, and when I say hot, I mean like Carolina Reaper peppers hot. Just 26 seconds into the game, Christina Acosta would get the Pioneers on the board off of a beautiful assist from Justin Allen. The Pioneers would go on to add 5 more goals in the first period on a whopping 25 shots. I should note that this became the Lucas Herman show, as he found himself with a natural hat trick in the first period on his 3-goal effort. The second period would start, well, much like the first one. Remy Parker would tally Utica's 7th goal of the game in his school record 23rd goal of the season just 1 minute into the period. After another Pioneers goal by Regan Cavanaugh to make it 8-0, Lucas Herman will continue his magic with his wand after deflecting in his 4th shot of the game from the point after a shot put on the point by Jason Dobay. The men's hockey team would add on 2 more past the Valiants in the 3rd frame to close out this game on a whopping 11-0 victory. Goaltenders Brian Landsberger and Avery Sturtz would pitch a combined shutout for the Pioneers.
With that win, the boys will continue on to the championship game of the UCHC Conference this Saturday against Nazareth College. The game will be played at 7 p.m. at the Adirondack Bank Center here in Utica. Support the men's hockey team either at the game or by following along live at uticapioneers.com.
The Pioneers lacrosse team played a home opener against SUNY Canton on Sunday. Sam Serrano, Connor Costanza led the team with 2 goals each, while John Spoto, Nolan Shea, Jonathan Chalinsky, Luke Ronaldo Konensky each had 1 of their own. Serrano and Costanza led the Pioneers with 4 points each. Freshman Jake Bowen would make his first collegiate start in net for the Pioneers as he made 11 saves in this contest.
The Pioneers had 34 ground balls while taking advantage on 3 of 4 extra man opportunities. Chase Rorick had a career-high 6 ground balls while causing 1 turnover. Ethan Brown also had 5 ground balls with 2 caused turnovers.
The first half was not so hot for Utica as they were down 8-2 at halftime after following 7 goals in a row from Oneonta. Utica would be down 12-4 in the 3rd period as Oneonta would go on to score 4 in the 3rd, while Utica only scored 2. In the 4th period, Utica would go on to score 2 goals while Oneonta scored 4. This wouldn't be enough for Utica as they fell 14-8.
On Wednesday, the women's lacrosse team will be hosting a game against the local SUNY Poly Wildcats here at Gaetano Stadium. The ball will start rolling as the game kicks off at 5 p.m. Bundle up and be ready to watch this game under the lights. That time change is right around the corner.
For the first time since 2017, the men's lacrosse team is going head-to-head against SUNY Canton. The last time the Pioneers played against SUNY Canton, they took home the W 14-8, and they might just win again this coming Saturday. If you're interested in watching this game, it's Saturday at noon and is set to happen in Gaetano Stadium.
The women's lacrosse team will continue their homestand this weekend when they host Plattsburgh State. Stick around after the men's game wraps up to watch the Pioneers take on the Cardinals. Game time is at 3 p.m. at Charles A. Gaetano Stadium.
And for the first time ever, the women's hockey team will be playing in the UCHC Championship. After a dominating win over Manhattanville, they earned the right to travel to Nazareth to take for a chance to stand atop the conference. Puck drop will be determined on Saturday.
On Saturday, the men's hockey team will face off against Nazareth College in the UCHC Championships after their 11-0 win against the Manhattanville College during the semifinals last Saturday. The championship game will take place this Saturday at 7 p.m. in the Utica Memorial Auditorium.
And after the men's basketball team lost against St. John Fisher this past Friday, they've earned the right to a large bid in the NCAA tournament this Friday at 5 p.m. The Pioneers will be matched up against Babson College at Rowan University. We are sure the men's team is celebrating the continuation of the season. Congratulations, guys.
Well done to the men's basketball team. And that will wrap it up here for all the Utica sports that we have for you this week. Be sure to keep an eye out for our Moose Minute series that takes an inside look at your Pioneer athletes.
And be sure to follow us on social media to see when Utica TV will be broadcasting your Utica athletics.
Thanks for watching. And always remember to fear the Moose.